Hi everyone, it's Erica back on the Studio Katia YouTube channel today, and today we have a quick and fun video. So we are going to be using the Cone Bouquet stamp and die set. Yes, this one has a coordinating die cut and I'm a happy bunny. But first what we're going to do is we're going to stamp this up twice. I'm only going to show you once because, you know, once you've done it once, you know what you're doing. So I'm stamping this on vellum, and this is lawn fawn vellum, so it's like nice and thin. And we're going to heat emboss this, so I'm using some Wow embossing ink. And I'm taking care to stamp this, and then I'm using one of those like snap my jiggy thingies to make sure that I get a nice good imprint. And then we're going to sprinkle some gold embossing powder on this. And then I have done both the gold, and then as I mentioned, I was going to do two. So here's the gold before it's heated. And then I also did one in white. So I just kind of figured, you know, well, I had all my stuff out, might as well do two, right? So here is a neat little hack for you when you're heat embossing. So when you're using vellum, it's very, very easy that it warps. So if you grab yourself a cork trivet, you usually can find these in like the home department on like grocery stores and things. And then you grab some pointy tweezers and you stick them through the vellum on a piece where you're going to cut this out with a die cut anyway, so it doesn't matter. And then, so you don't have to hold the vellum. Then with the cork and the heat, it kind of bounces back, so you get a lot less warping. It works a treat, I promise. Then when these are cooled, because you got to let them cool down a little bit, then you're going to use we are going to use the coordinating die cut. And we're going to use it on both of them, like snippily snap. So, I mean, obviously I did this off camera, but you know. And then we have two super colorful and fun backgrounds that I've done with some Distress Oxide Sprays. And then I did sprinkle a tiny bit of gold on top of these because, you know, it's just fun. So the whole idea was to kind of have all these like super colorful backgrounds and then have the Cone Bouquet image on top. So first off, we're obviously gonna adhere these to the card bases, and I'm using the grid on my work mat to kind of make sure that I get it somewhat straight and in the middle. And I'm doing this on both of them because I am completely notorious for getting on my pieces like wonky and everything. And then I have a little trick for you when it comes to adding vellum pieces. So well, we're going to zoom in so you can see. So you take your little glue tube, and then we're not going to add a lot. We are going to dabbily dab very, very nicely some small little dots on, so this is on the back obviously of the piece. So you're going to add this on the pieces, or like in the areas where the embossing lines are thicker or wider, so to say. So like in the middle of the flowers, and then as you're going along the edge of the image, you are going to need to add slightly more, but just keep them really, really small, because otherwise that also does warp the vellum. So on the gold one, what I've done is I've gone with a tape runner to kind of show you two different ways of doing this. So with a tape runner, it's a little bit more easy to kind of keep everything flat because obviously it's not so wet. But I do like both ways, they both work. But then we're going to finish these off with a couple of sentiments. So these two are just stamped up from the actual Cone Bouquet stamp set. So I've stamped them just in black ink on white cardstock because I was contemplating heat embossing these, but then I thought it's a lot of heat embossing and we need something to kind of stick out a little bit. And then we're grabbing the iridescent snow crystals, and these are luscious. I love them. They look absolutely stunning. And the thing that I probably love the most about these is that even though they have the white sort of slight backing, when you add them to your cards, they do kind of somewhat pick up the color of the background, or like where you stick them down. So that makes them even more magical. I love them. Love, love, love them. So we're adding quite a few because, you know, I'm a blingaholic. I cannot help this. And then on the second card, I nearly went with the same ones, but then I decided needed something to kind of stand out a little bit more. So I went for the satin gold pearls. And if you don't like the satin look, you can always go for like the gold metal pearls. And then that is it. Those are the cards done. Easy peasy, right? Don't forget to subscribe to the Studio Katia YouTube channel, hit the thumbs up button, and I will see you soon again. Bye for now.